Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to the video. This is another paid request, this time for Jonathan Lindsey. For those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, topics, reactions, commentaries, reviews, re-reviews, what have you, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And yeah, I apologize if I sound a bit funny because of this cut on the side of my tongue. So yeah, I apologize for that. But Jonathan Lindsey wanted me to talk about another episode of Batman the Animated Series, which is a series I've been enjoying for the most part. Not every episode is a winner, but for the most part they've been entertaining. And this one's called Riddler's Reform. John Glover voices the Riddler. John Glover I do like as an actor. He's been quite a bit of stuff. I mean, I remember him... I first saw him in Gremlins 2. He was the guy who owned the building. I guess you could say a Donald Trump type, but I actually thought it was interesting where usually in a film his character or type of character would be the villain, but he's actually a great ally to Zach Galligan and the others, and it was a pretty fun character in Gremlins 2. He was in Batman and Robin as the scientist doctor who was working with Uma Thurman, and then Uma Thurman became Poison Ivy and killed and kissed, and then killed John Glover. John Glover had a bit role in The Mouth of Madness. He did a good job as a villain in this film called, I want to say 52 Pickup with Roy Scheider. Anyway, a good character actor. Does a nice job voicing the Riddler. Now at this part of the story, the Riddler has gotten out of prison, and you're supposed to think he's reformed, and he's working with this toy company. He's going to sell his likeness. They get some money, and of course Batman, rightfully so, doesn't believe him. I do like the way the riddles are implemented. I mean, it's still a kid's show, but like the way Riddler talked and Batman did some of those clues, like, hey, I'm a new man. But then this jewelry store called Newman's was robbed. Or there's this number that's shown, and oh, that might be one location, but wait a minute, he flipped it. And if you flip the number, that's another location. It was interesting to see Riddler be the toast of the town of a party. They even put like a boing sound when he sees two ladies. And his two ladies, I don't know, maybe they like costumes or they like the color green because they're ready to sit on his face. But Batman is the one onto him, and even the Riddler knows, like, I fooled everybody, but he's the one guy I didn't fool. You know, I consider him my equal, so I'd kill him. So, long story short, that goes into spoilers. Batman is at another place. Robin is in there. This is the older Robin at this point in the show. Because I think this was the third season, I believe. I could be wrong on that. It was more a Batman and Robin show. And previously, they tried to stop one of the robberies, and they were kicking some ass, but then something landed and fell on Robin and made his leg hurt, so he couldn't help Batman later on in the show. In the episode, I should say. So Batman goes to this place, and there's bomb. No way to get out. Seems like he's dead. Riddler's ready to retire for good, but there's Batman. And Riddler has to find out, how did Batman survive? How did he get out? And Batman smiles. I do like this. And he's like, nah, I'm not telling you. Tricks Riddler into revealing that he did steal stuff. Goes back to jail. And then Riddler is pretty much going insane in Arkham Asylum, wondering, how did he do it? How did he escape? How did he do it? But come to find out, Batman in that area there was a safe, and he hid in the safe. Now, I don't know how he got out of the safe, but I'm guessing it's Batman. He's got like 85 gadgets up his ass. I guarantee you he has a gadget to use a laser thing to get out of a safe. I mean, he's Batman. I mean, that's one of the things about Batman. He's got a gadget for everything. So that's my guess as to how he got out of the safe, is because he just used one of his, multitude of gadgets. The action scenes were there. I mean, nothing to run home about, but they served their purpose. But there was no like big grand set piece of an action. It's more like, okay, kind of a nice little addendum to the Riddler. Probably not as prevalent as other Riddler episodes. I think the virtual reality one, was it the one in the, I want to say the hedge maze? They seem like bigger episodes, or seemed like there was more interesting set pieces compared to this. And this one was just, getting to see John Glover have fun as the Riddler, and have Batman get one over on him to the point that even the Riddler doesn't know how Batman did it. So that was a nice little bit. Listen, the voices are rather good, consistently good. Kevin Conroy as Batman. And it's cool how they did, these character actors. Like, they got John Glover for Riddler. They got Roddy McDowall for Mad Hatter. They got, of course, Mark Hamill for Joker. Surprised they never got Brad Dourif, because he has such a distinct voice. I'm surprised they never got Brad Dourif for any voice work. Trying to remember if they ever got Michael Ironside. I'm just thinking of other voices that will fit rather well in this universe. But altogether, decent enough episode. Like I said, it wasn't remarkable or memorable, but it was fine. Like I said, I think other Riddler episodes were much more crazier physical shenanigans, or maybe more potent plots. Again, this was fine. I mean, Riddler was just, again, robbing stores. And even Batman asked, why are you doing this when you can make a lot of money on this? Because I can. But it's a reasonable question. You don't make millions of dollars selling your likeness. You really don't need any of this money, and then you don't need the hassle either. But I guess the Riddler just wants to do what he wants to do. And the other episodes were either more prominent because of his revenge theme or something else. Here, like I said, just wanted to steal some jewelry. I guess maybe with the Batman reveal, like, it would have been nice if it was something more intricate in how he escaped. But no, just there happens to be a safe, and he hid in the safe. But I guess that's the thing, is that, as Robin says, well, I never would have thought of it. Yeah, neither did the Riddler. So it was a nice shot. You even did like a brief appearance by Joker and Two-Face. They have no lines of dialogue, but you see them being annoyed by Riddler streaming. So that was a fun way to end the episode. So, well, not bad. Like I said, if you like the Riddler, if you like John Glover as a performer, it's worth a look for that. He's having a bit of fun. Like I said, being a fan of the actor, it was nice to at least see that. And there's nothing that egregious or annoying or irritating. I guess I just wish there was either more memorable action set pieces, or I guess one that comes to mind is there's a bit with the rain, where he's going after these bad guys, he's sliding down in the rain. I wasn't sure how I felt about the rain effects, because it seems like, how do I put it? Imagine if I put a filter and coming down is just rain. Like, you tell it's not... I feel like something that's in front of the animation, not a part of the animation. It feels like, okay, here's the animation going, and then this is something put in front of it. Because you don't see the rain hitting anything. I don't remember it's hitting the characters, hitting the pavement. Just something that just goes in front to keep going to each scene. It would have been a lot of work, to be fair, but you to see the rain hitting the characters and hitting the face and hitting the pavement. So, again, I'm not sure how I feel about that effect. It's a cartoon, so I'm not going to be that harsh on it, but it did look a little bit funky. But with that said, like I said, it's a fine enough episode. So thanks for watching, take care, we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.